Hey everyone, I'm Norn Queen Alexis, and I'm back after a long hiatus. Been busy. Yeah, that's the excuse. I got a full-time job, and I've just kind of been busy. But also, I kind of lost passion for 9th edition. But then Arcs of Omen came out and made it so I didn't have to take troops again, and I was like, oh, this game is good. So today we have my Blood Angels, my Sons of Garrow successor chapter, going up against Imperial Knights. So this is going to be a really, really, really cool battle because both of us are really excited about Arcs of Omen. So the mission that we have now is, let's flip to the page, Abandoned Sanctuary. So this one is score more, score if you control 1, score if you control 2, score if you control more than your opponent. If you control the center and destroy a unit in the center, you get 2 points. For the primaries. For my secondaries, I chose Oath of Moment because it's actually pretty decent. I want to stay in the middle. I chose Behind Enemy Lines and Bring It Down because, well, you're knight. My opponent brought Grind Them Down, Behind Enemy Lines, and what is your oath called?
Renew Your Oaths.
Renew Your Oaths, which you want to control the center as well.
Yep.
Which makes sense because the secondary primary is control the center. So it works for both of us. So let's take a look at these armies and deployment. So for the Dark Angels, I have 2 detachments. I have my Arc of Omen detachment, which I chose heavy supports for. And then I have a Raven Wing detachment. So the way this works is if you take a patrol detachment or an auxiliary support detachment, I think, with Arcs of Omen, it's free, but if you take any other detachment, you have to pay its command points. So, to do this, I chose Azrael as my warlord, and Azrael gives me 2 command points because he is my warlord. So yeah, with him, I have 3 squads of eliminators. They all have the Las talent. These guys are 75 points for 6-shot Las cannons. They're honestly insane. Next to them, I have my servo turrets with all las cannons. Again, there's a theme in this list. I really like las cannons. These things are 4 shots each. They're a Devastator squad in themselves. Then we have a Eradicator squad of 5. They have the heavy melta rifle thingy. It's the heavy weapon. Then I have a 10-man heavy plasma incinerator squad. These all have the heavy weapon. They're insanely good. I'm going to be using Weapons of the Dark Age to make all their damage 4 on these. They're just good. My minimum AP across this army is going to be AP 4 and greater. So it's going to be invo saves for the knights. Then in the Raven Wing detachment, I do have a warlord in here. It is the apothecary, but I had to make him a warlord with the stratagem, which I can't remember, which I don't think gives you the refund of the 3 CP for taking them, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So right now I have 4 CP in this army because Azrael gives me 2. He has the Selphus Healer, and he's a Chief Apothecary because there's no reason not to run him. He has a Plasma Talon, and he is on a bike because Dark Angel Apothecaries are just better than every other chapter's Apothecaries because we know how to ride a bicycle. Be jealous. Anyway, I have a Talonmaster. The Talonmaster has the twin Assault Cannon and twin Heavy Bolter, though Fred here left it at home. It broke off. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fast attack choices. We have 3 individual ATVs, all with multi-meltas. I really like my stupid little go-karts. I think they're fun. I know they're bad, but I actually love them. Then I have 2 Outrider squads. These things are dirt cheap, and I highly recommend them. Then I have a attack bike squad with the old metal attack bikes. Like, if I get mad at Lexi, I could just throw these at him and probably kill him. So, all with multi-meltas. They are 1 squad, so the apothecary can ride next to them and revive them. All of these bikes have objective secured. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units with objective secured. A apothecary and the land speeder. this is just a solid list in my opinion, and I think this is the way I want to play my Dark Angels going forward. Though I will be switching out the ATVs for bike squads if I wanted to make this competitive, and each one would have an attack bike attached to it just to be revived, and then I would have probably 3 attack bike squads because they're just insane. So yeah, that is my list. Azrael is my warlord. This is my Azrael, Captain Bunny Ears here. And I'm super excited about this list. Let's take a look at the big scary robots. Okay, so going over the robots here, we have Imperial Knight. We have 2 Castellans, I think they're called.
Indeed.
This one is a proxy for a Castellan. We're just going to 3D print the weapons and swap them out eventually. We have 2 Armigers, Hellglaves?
Yeah.
Or Warglaves.
Warglaive, wow.
Warglaves.
Right.
They have the Melta arm and the Chain Fist arm. Do they have heavy stubbers?
Yes.
And heavy stubbers. Then we have this one in the middle. It has a Gatling gun and a chainsword. And...
It's all stubbers at this point.
Stubbers. Okay. So, what kind of relics and junk do you have on these?
Alright, we have our beautiful warlord, who has the, Blessed by the Sacrament trait, which gives him mortal wounds on 6s when he wounds.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's a lot of shots, too.
He also has Call's Wrath as a relic.
Because you love Call's Wrath.
I love Call's Wrath.
Okay.
These are just your standard warglaves. They have nothing special. This guy's a relic. It's Endless Fury because I love it.
Yep, the big gun there.
And this one has...
The cat is attacking my dice immediately.
We had... why can I not remember?
Cat, what are you doing?
It is...
Yep, the cat ran away with the dice.
No. Why is my brain not working?
This one's relic gives it a 4-up invo save. So, that is 2,000 points of Imperial Knights. How many command points do you have? 2 command points. Alright, let's get this party started. So let's take a look at the battlefield and go over some rules and junk for it, because that's important. Everything with a footprint is ruins. These are area terrain that gives you -1 to shoot through, because they're the Sector Mechanicus terrain. We have 2 of those. We have this big building, which, ow, that hurt. Blocks line of sight. That actually really hurt. I think I cut myself. It blocks line of sight, but for this mission, we are letting the knights walk inside it so that they can hold it. Because it's open enough that they can fit in there. We're just going to count it. That is just a little bit of area terrain with line of sight blocking stuff. And same with the Ministorum crates. They block line of sight if you can't see past them. And there's area terrain over here too. Again, blocks line of sight. And then everything else on footprints. And these are ruins. That's a ruin as well. And then we have a ruin over there. And we have deployment. Okay, going over reserves. We have these guys in reserves. These are my eradicators. That's it. Yeah, good job. So, we have in my deployment zone, let's go over here to make it look all dramatic. Over on the side, we have the 2 ATVs. Then we have the giant blob of everything in the middle, trying to take advantage of every aura ability I have. I brought my, my Gully Soup boys to jump onto objectives turn 1, but they can't because of this mission. So they're all gathered around Azrael just trying to protect them. Then we have the Apothecary in the back, the Talonmaster in the back, Azrael in the middle, Hellblasters and all 9 Eliminators just right there. My attack bikes next to them. Then over in the corner we have the 3 turrets. They are aimed right at this. And then we have the ATV over on the other side just to grab this objective. Then going over to the other side, we have a knight, some knights, a knight, and a knight. We did have to move a little bit of the terrain here and there just to make it so that knights can move through and everything. But yeah, so now the important roll. Who goes first? So I rolled a 4. That's pretty good. You rolled a 4. Okay, we're gonna start like this. All right. I got a 6. Oh, okay. All right. I rolled a 6 again. It's Dark Angels, turn 1 in the most tense, the most tense roll off ever. All right, Dark Angels, turn 1. Oh, and before I forget, I'm going to say this now because I am going to forget this and do this wrong during the game itself. Dark Angels, to get the 4-up invo save, have to advance and they hit on 4s. If you see me making this mistake during this game, assume that I am advancing, and if I hit on 3s, assume that I am wrong and a dirty cheater and write down dirty cheater and what I got wrong. Please and thank you. Okay, let's get started. Okay, end of movement phase. Oh, command phase. Azrael put the ore on the attack pikes, so they can they get full rerolls. So, end of movement phase. The blob here stood still. The apothecary went around, as well as the landspeeder. These things move and ran up. They only moved 5 inches, and that is still out of range. The attack bikes moved up and around. These guys advanced. This advanced, because we need that 4-up invo. I'm going to say these advanced as well, just because I can. Over here, everything advanced. We're on this objective, and this objective. And you are currently only on one objective back there. And there's one over here, but I'm ignoring that one because that thing is scary. So, let's go into shooting phase. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of las fusils shooting at that. They're only heavy 1. I thought they were heavy 2, but they hit on 2s.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're targeting that with... Are you doing anything? Rotating ion shields? Yep. Yeah. Okay, las fusils hitting on 2s. That is a cocked dice. Can we balance the dice on top of that? No, we can't. That's cocked. That is how we house rule it. That is 3 4s. That's all hits. What's its toughness? 8. Strength 9. 3 wounds.
Yes.
So that is 3 4-up invulnerable saves as we take the first shots of the game. So the last fusil has 36-inch range, where they only have 24. Do you want to just use that?
Yes.
Okay. Needing 4s. Failing 2 of them. First shots ring out of the game.
How much damage?
They are d6 apiece, because they're las cannons. Actually, wait. The las fusil is only 3 damage. So it's only 6 damage.
It was only 4 damage.
Oh yeah, you reduce by 1, don't you?
Yeah. This one does.
Very nice. So 4 damage out for the night.
26.
There's a cat over there. Look at him. Hey, Kovu. I see you, little shit. Anyway, next ones. We have 3 more las fusils pointed at it. That is also a cocked dice. That's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. It's going to be 3 more wounds. 3 4-up saves. And this one right here. Making all but one of them, so it's another 2 damage to it. Look at that little guy. Look at him down there. Go. Hi. Anyway, the next 3 las fusils. All but 1 hit. I don't think these guys are core. I'll double check in a second. But that is going to be 2 wounds. It's both saved. Okay. And we'll just do this now in case they are core. They would hit. They would wound. Now I need to check. So they are core. They did get that reroll. But you rolled a 4, so you're fine. Okay. Next we have 6 multi-meltas shooting it. Because we are pumping everything into that big guy. Trying to bring him down as quickly as possible. And the bolters will go into him. Do those off camera. Hitting on 4s. Oh, good thing they have all rerolls. Okay, 1 bike misses, but the rest hit. Toughness 7.
8.
8. 4s. That is 2 wounds. 2 4-up invulnerable saves. Neither.
How much? D6 per?
D6 each. 1 CP, you're down to 0. That's a 6. So only one goes through. For 2 damage. Okay.
Did you roll a 3 or roll a 2?
I rolled a 2, so down to 1. Then we have the multi-melta here firing into it. Again, I'm going to do all the bolter shots off camera. That's going to be 2 hits. That is 1 wound. We do have him nearby. That is only 1 wound. 4 up. Makes it. Okay. The Hellblasters are going to shoot, and we're going to Weapons of the Dark Age them, going down by 1 command point. I think it's 1. I got to double check. So it's actually 2 CP, so I'm down to 3 out of 5. And all 10 of them are going to shoot the knight. How many wounds are you down to on that?
17.
17. So the land speeder opened up, and I didn't record this because I didn't think it would deal any damage. And it dealt like 1,000,000 wounds. Like, it was insane. So now the Hellblasters is shooting. We did all the bolter shots. The bolters did nothing. So now it's just these guys. So, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s, because they are core. They re-rolled into 1s, so 2 of them are dead, because we are overcharging. Oh, I do have Apothecary. Nope, both dead. Okay. Well, that sucked. Right then, the rest hit. And you can do this like this when you have 1 shot each. So now these are wounding on 3s, I think. I gotta double check. These are strength 9. If you saw that 1 when I was picking these up, these are just from me putting them back down. But it's 8 hits. Hitting, wounding on 3s. So here we go. That is a cock dice because it is not laid flat. So we got 1 miss, 1 reroll because Talonmaster, which misses, and this is going to be 6 wounds each. 6 wounds in total, 4 up saves. See if we can bring down a knight. These are dealing 3 damage each. Would be 4, but you reduce 1 damage.
6.
6. And that is 3, 6, 9, 10. No, 3, 6, 9, 12 damage.
Still alive.
Whew, that thing is hurt.
Down to 5.
This one right here is going to put all of its weapons into the big guy. So 2 multi-meltas. We did measure this off camera. It's just in range. 1 hit, hitting on 4s. 1 wound. Let's see if this does it. Need an info. Ah, damn it. Okay. I'll do the bolters off camera. Then this one is going to shoot into that guy. 2 shots with the multi-melta. That is a cock dice. I'm just going to roll this one because this one missed. And both miss. Okay. And that is that. The bike shot into that guy and that guy did nothing. And now we just do the bolters. I also just remembered something. I rolled Feel No Pain for these guys, but they don't actually get wounded. They get destroyed. So they don't get Feel No Pain from that. So yeah, that just happened. That is unfortunately it for my turn. I did not bring that knight down. I got him down to, 4 wounds? So he automatically heals 1 per turn, right? So he goes back up to 5, and you're going to spend 1 to make him fire at full ballistic.
Yep.
We're so close to bringing him down. So close. All right, let's check points and get back to you. So in the movement phase here, the knight moved up over here. This one moved up and around. You're at 1 CP. You gained 2 this turn because of your honor. You spent 1 to operate at full. This guy made this one count as 10 models during your command phase. Then they both moved up. That armor guard is in the back, just holding that objective. There's a cat right there. I'm going to keep pointing that out. And yeah, my bikes are kind of in danger. So we go into shooting phase. So everything into them. So how many shots is that big gun?
Oh, that's D6 plus 12.
Okay. So that's 18 shots. We'll just get back to you with it. I do have a 4-up invo for advancing. So far we got 15 hits. And wounding on 3s. So boop, beep, pop, boop, beep, boop, and pop. So that's 3, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. And these are AP what?
3.
So 4 up info. Oh my gods, I don't think I take any damage. I take 2 damage. I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna be a dick. This is unnecessary. I take no damage. Okay then, we'll do this heavy stubber off camera. Over on this flank, I'm surviving the shooting very well with only 2 wounds on a bike. The war dog here, or the armiger, shot into them, did nothing. We do have this armiger over here who can see them.
Yep.
So you do have the 2 shots from there, and they are not the closest unit. Because directly in front of them is a closer unit. So hitting on 3s, that's a cocked dice. That is 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. And that's no wound. Alright. So I survived your shooting over here. Now we just have the shooting over here. Which is far scarier. So this one has Call's Wrath. So Call's Wrath is going into them. The Volcano Cannon is going into them. The Siege Breaker Cannons are going into them. The missiles are going into them. And the Melta-Guns are going into these bikes. So, do you want to just do the 4 Melta shots first?
Yes.
Okay. Hitting at the highest profile. That's a cocked dice.
Yep, and rerolling once.
Wait, that has to be separate. It doesn't matter, they all hit.
Yep.
Or this one doesn't.
Nope.
Okay, so 3 hits. Because if you rolled a 1 on one of those, you'd be able to re-roll it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Winning on 3s. It's 2 wounds. 4 up saves. That's definitely cocked. That is 1 make, 1 take. Just roll D3, D6. You don't kill one. That's only 3 damage. It's down to a single wound. Ouch. Okay. And then we have all of the other shots. We'll get back to you with this. All of the shots from this lowered this squad down to 4 dudes, even with all of my invulnerable of 4+, and my feel no pain. Everyone died except for 4 guys. Alright, next. End of movement phase. This movement phase. Wow, we went back in time. End of shooting phase. This guy put everything into them. Down to 2. Those are words. Oh. Whittled them down to 2. I don't have to take panic checks, so that's good. So charge phase?
Charge phase.
Alright, where do you want to charge first?
We're dealing with my big gun.
Yep.
Into these guys.
Yep. Alright, that's a 3-inch charge. Do you make it? Look at that, you do. And you count as 10 models, so that thing is just gonna...
It's mine now.
Walk on over onto there. And then this one charging. Yeah, whoa.
Yeah, I think he makes it.
You wanna... Actually, no, going there would hold the objective. That's up to you.
You hold the objective.
Okay. Well, you can't push my guys out of the way. You have to kill them out of the way. Put my guys there strategically. Charging. Yeah.
Stomping.
How many wounds does he have left?
5.
Which unit is he charging? Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. He misses the charge.
Oh, that's fine.
I needed that.
Why?
Because now I can pull back and shoot him. Okay. And that's all your charges. So, I'm going to spend 1 CP, transhuman on them. Because, yeah. And you get a bunch of attacks. So thanks to his oaths, he's going to hit better. So you have 4 attacks?
Yep.
Alright. Hitting on 2s. All hit. Wounding on 2s.
Yes.
Wounding on 4s. 3.
AP minus a lot.
Yeah, I need to know the AP.
Minus 4.
Okay, how much damage?
6 each.
Well, they're gone. Alright, that unit is toast. Do you wish to pile in? Or consolidate.
I mean, I can go quite closer, I guess.
Do you want to go into the bike?
We're going to bike, you fight back, right?
I do fight, but it's at strength 4.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And then I have to retreat from combat to shoot you.
Yeah.
He can consolidate,
Yeah.
and that's it.
He can't fight.
Yeah, so he can go up to them or into them if he wants.
Go here, yeah.
Is he into that? Is he in them?
Sure.
Because then I will put all my attacks into him.
Then no.
Okay, so we're just going to stay 1 inch and 1 inch away.
Yep.
Alrighty, and that is that. I do get some fight backs over here, and I'll just do those off camera. So end of battle round 1. Current score for Dark Angels is 4-3. As we go into turn 2, Dark Angels. Okay, so I did forget something. I am going to spend my 2 CP, go down to 0, and this thing is going to Swift Strike away. So it is going to move and just not be within that 1 inch, because you can't go over this. It can move to be 1 inch away from both of these. And that is it. So it is out of combat. So at the beginning of my turn, I gain 1 CP. And I do... I get 8 for command, for objectives. And Azrael is going to hit this bike unit again for all rerolls. And that is that. Okay, end of movement phase. We retreated the bikes. Well, actually, they weren't retreated. They were out of combat. They moved away. The Apothecary resurrected one here and brought them back up to full wounds. The servo turrets moved over to give them all blocking. The attack bikes and the ATV went over here to secure that objective. So now we go into shoot 'em up phase. Oh, this is scary. So the biggest thing is we're going to take 3 lives and shoot into him.
Am I going to be rotating that shield?
You're at 2 command points.
If he dies, there's nothing really in range either way.
And this one has a 4-up?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I'll just save it.
Okay.
No,
so,
no, I'm rotating.
Okay, rotating. Rotating. Down to 0 CP. 2 hits, 1 reroll, 3 hits. So these guys hit on 2s, which is really good. Wounding you on 3s. I have a lieutenant and a land speeder. So that is 3 wounds. 3 4-up saves. That's a drop dice, doesn't count. That's a cock dice. Okay, so you make 1, take 2. So that is 4 damage to it in total. Because it would be 6, now down to 4.
Down to 1!
1 wounds. Really? Jeez. Okay, these guys are going to shoot it. I did forget to mention this, but these 2 bikes advanced. These bikes advanced. Those bikes all advanced. The land speeder stood still. I just need to mention all this because it's important. Yeah. Okay, so we didn't plink off that wound. We're just going to keep trying. Azrael's going to shoot it because I completely forgot about him last turn. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
Let's see if Azrael hits. 2 up. He hits. 4 up to wound. Dang it. It's not worth the CP. I really need to bring that thing down.
I prefer not.
Okay. So this bike is going to shoot it with the bolters and put its strength 8 gun into him. No. Okay, no, we're going to do this. These ones are going to shoot their multi-guns into this one, and then all their bolters into him? No, because I don't want to waste the bolters. Yes, we're going to do that. Okay, so 6 shots multi-guns, multi-meltas, into the big one. It's going to be re-rolling everything. We are hitting on 4s. That was a 4. I knocked it over with my finger. That is going to be 5 hits. Wounding you on 4s. That is 3 wounds. This one needs 4-up saves. 3 of them. Fails 1 of them. So this is d6 plus 4. That is a lot of damage. I gotta check if the multi-melta is d6 plus 4 or if it's d6 plus 2. I think it might just be d6 plus 2. So all the bolters here, 3 wounds on it, 3 2-up saves, makes all of them. Okay, this thing's gonna shoot its multi-melta at that, its bolters at this. So the multi-meltas, both hit. No wound. Oh, that is bad. How many wounds does it have left?
This one?
Yeah.
23.
23. Oh, that thing has a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. No, this is fine. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
The last Talon will shoot at this thing. Hits. Wounds. This is Invo save. So 4 up. Dies to an apothecary. Does it explode? No! Whew. The big one goes down. Okay. So that is that. Good job, Apothecary. Alright. Now I need to figure out shots. Second squad just shot and wounded the knight 3 times. There is a cat attacking you. I love that he just stays up there.
3?
Yep. 3 invulnerable saves. All but 1. 3 damage.
I have you're falling off me, so
Yeah, he's just gonna there he goes. Okay. 3 shots here. You know, there is an easier way of doing that. Hitting on 2s.
how much of it, sorry? 3?
It's just 3.
Alright.
3 hits. And Talonmaster, 2 wounds from this last squad into it. Both saved. Okay, I have 1 CP. I have 3 guys left. Let's put all of these into it. Try to take it down. 1, 2, 3. These servo turrets are insanely good. I don't care what anybody says. They're hitting on 2s. With no rerolls, unfortunately, because they are Tech Marines. So 1 basically missed. And then wounding on 3s. So that is going to be 5 invulnerable saves on them. On this knight from this unit.
This one? This one?
This one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 go through. With no CP. Sounds like OCP.
UCP.
You know, unpopular opinion. The RoboCop remake was actually good.
I haven't seen it.
I enjoyed it. That is going to be 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. How much damage does it have on it?
20 total.
20 total.
Just down to 8 now.
I am going to spend my CP, put this back on a 6 real quick, just so I know it's 0, and re-roll this one. For 10, so it was at
20.
what?
It's at 20.
It was at 20, so this is going to be, it's at 5. I just dealt 15 to it. Okay, so that was pretty good. We are going to Weapons of the Dark Age these guys. We're going to overcharge. They only have 3 shots and they're hitting on -1 because I'm going over this.
I hope you miss.
They didn't move, so they get +1. So they're hitting on 3s. Okay, so that's 1 miss, 2 hits. Wounding on 3s is 2 wounds. 2 AP -5. Fails both. 4 damage each, that's 8 damage. Did it just die? It just died. And the Imperial Knight crumbles to the strength of my plasma. Alright, that was really good. So the last remaining shots from my army shot into the Warglaive and destroyed it. And brought this guy down to 20 wounds. And with that, we have seized a lot of the ground. 2 models left for the Imperial Knights. As we go into Knights, turn 2. End of movement phase here on Knight's turn 2. The Knight advanced, or moved up. I can't say advanced. Advanced is the word that I want to use as a descriptor, but advancing is an actual rule in this game, and it's dumb, but it walked up to here. It's getting ready to multi-charge both of these units. That thing is counting as 10, and now we go into shooting phase. So the Imperial Knight just wiped out the Plasma Squad, and now you need a 7-inch charge for a multi-charge. I do have a command point, but I'm not going to use it for anything. Ooh. CP reroll. Down to a single CP. You definitely make it. So that's a 10-inch charge. It's going to get you right to here. And yeah, go ahead and slaughter both of them. Don't drop dice, silly.
It's the spirit of Vicky.
Yeah, it is. Victor always drops dice.
3
Alright,
minutes.
so 2 attacks on each.
Starting with hitting and loose.
Yep. Both hit.
Wounding on 2s, I think.
Probably. Are you
Strength 14.
Strength 17 or
14.
16? 14? Yeah, 2s. Alrighty, I get no save, and that is a dead bike. I don't think these things explode, but I'm going to check anyway. Boom. And the next one, both hit. So you're hitting on 2s. And both wound. This thing is destroyed as well. And now you can just, because we talked about this off camera, move right on up to that objective. You're 10 models. I don't have objective secured. So you get that objective. And you're behind enemy lines now.
Yes.
So that's really good. Alright, we'll get back to you with the points. Space Marine's turn, Dark Angel's turn. Azrael is going to put the rerolls on this unit, why not? And everything is just going to point at this thing. Because I think this is all we need to do. And I'm going to move up to the back line. Oh yeah, I'm up to 2 CP. Look at that. Heck yeah. End of movement phase. We had the Talonmaster, the attack bikes go over there. And then we had the ATV move up so that it's within line of sight of the Armiger back there. These guys stayed on the objective. These guys stood still. The Apothecary stood still. Azrael is going to move up, because I completely forgot about him. And all these stood still. And we're going to shoot the ever-living crap out of this thing. It's spending 2 to rotate, or 1 to rotate.
It's 2.
Okay, rotating ion shields. Let's go. So, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12.
No, don't you dare, cat.
Just seeing a cat claw come up around the table. So all of these guys are going to shoot him. Hitting on 2s with no rerolls, because they are not core. Okay, wounding on 3s. That is going to be 3, 6, 7 invulnerable saves. God, these guys are so good. Well, he might be dead. That is 6 that go through. 6d6 damage.
Yeah.
He could live. He's at what?
21.
21?
He's fine.
So this is going to be 5, 10, 14 wounds.
I told you it was fine.
Okay.
Down to 7.
And then the 3 that can reroll everything, although it doesn't matter because they're all rerolling 1s anyway. So all 9 of them shooting into him. All hitting on 2s with a reroll of 1s. He rerolled it into a 1. Okay. I love these ghillie suits. Look at these guys. They look so good. I love these guys. Alright, wounding on 3s. Okay, you need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. You can do this. 7 saves on this Imperial Knight. Otherwise, it falls. Well, you made 3. So 1, 2, 3. Alright. So 4 go through. And that's going to be 10, 11 damage. Does not bring him down yet. He's down to 6 wounds. Okay. And look at this little shit.
You steal my dice.
Alright. Azrael's going to shoot him. Hits him.
Don't.
Wounds him. Info. That's damage. I think it's 2 damage for Azrael. Let me just double check. So down to 4 wounds left. We got the plasma shot into him. It's gonna miss both times. So that happened. Okay. We got all these bolt weapons going into him. Backfield, the ATV, the attack bikes, and the Talamaster shot into this armor back here. Dropped him down to a single wound. And now we go into charge phase. You have 0 CP. This unit's gonna charge. They make it.
Oh no, I'm going to die.
We're just gonna put attacks into him until he explodes. The next unit is gonna make it with a 10.
Man, I wish I had Overwatch.
Azrael, wow, that probably killed that guy. Azrael's gonna make it. These guys are gonna charge him. Sheer weight of attacks. 9-inch charge. Yeah, they make it. Always make 9-inch measurement sticks, everybody. It'll save you so much hassle. Look at this. Super useful for these little whippy sticks. You cut them down to 9, and then you can bend them around corners. So you can see exactly how far you can move. Okay. The Apothecary is going to charge. 5 inches? Yeah, he's going to make it. And the Outriders are going to charge. And they're going to make it. Now, I'm only going to get 2 of them in because I want this last one. Oh no, I could do this and hold that objective and still attack. Okay. I can't charge over there because I advanced. They advanced too, they can't charge. So forget that. Everyone else here. I'm just going to attack with Azrael first.
He's just dead.
Yeah, so Azrael swinging. Hitting on 2s. That is 5 hits. Wounding on 5s. That's 3 wounds. So that is 6 damage to the knight. And does he explode?
So we see if we're going to wipe out your squad.
It would be really funny if you wiped out all of them.
Can't. I wish I had CP for this.
D6. No, he just dies. No knights explode this day. They explode. Alright, so the knight is gone to Azrael. 1 legendary fight. Actually, it wasn't. The knight was very badly damaged. But Azrael will write it down as a noble victory. And then there's that guy over there. So, end of movement phase for the Imperial Knights. The score is heavily leaning towards the Dark Angel's favor at this point. The knight moved up and is going to put all of its shots into the attack bike squad. So, 2 melta-gun shots with the big melta. Oh, putting him into him. Yeah, that's smart. Okay, both hit. Oh, and you spent the CP so he full operates. Wounding on 3s.
9, so that's probably.
Yep. That's going to be 1 wound.
Yeah.
4 fails. That's going to be 5 damage to him. So he's down to a single wound. And then the second melta-gun, or the stubber on top.
But, oh yeah, no, it's up to the.
It's a bleh.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's a bleh.
It's 4 shots.
Alright, 4 shots with the stubber on top. Going into him, look at that fight.
2 hits.
2 hits. How many wounds?
I don't think he wounds.
No, toughness 6.
Strength 5.
Okay. Charge phase?
Charge phase.
Alright, charging both, or just one?
Both.
Okay, you rolled a 10, so you make it in. Where do you want to put your attacks?
I'm gonna just do 2 and 2.
You might want to try to wipe a unit.
Yeah. I have time to wiping out that bloody thing, so I'm gonna put everything into this.
Are you sure? How many
No.
attacks does he have?
4.
Just wipe out the attack bugs. It's AP 4, right? With his chainsword?
Yes.
Yeah, wipe out those attack bugs. They're way more dangerous.
4 into them.
Yeah.
He charged, so I hit the on 2s.
So you could just put 3 into them and then 1 into the other.
Sure, let's try that.
Okay. You can probably kill both.
Maximizing it. He's hitting on 2s.
Alrighty. All hit. These are against the bikes.
Yeah. This is on strength of 10.
Okay, wounding on 2s. That is all wounds, AP.
-4.
Alright, what's the damage?
3.
3 damage each. You're killing, I think, 2 attack bikes. Let's take a look. Attack bikes. Attack bikes are 4 wounds apiece. So you're killing 2 of them. Alrighty. Blah. And then the 1 attack against the captain. Or against the lieutenant. Alrighty. Hitting on 2s. Because you charged.
Yep.
Alright, on 2s. That is a hit. Wounding on 2s. Or wounding on 3s. That's a wound.
-4, sorry.
I make his info. Actually, I gotta check if he has an info. Talon masters are not captains. They don't have a save. Does he explode? He does not. There's a dead Talon master. And I'm gonna spend my 1 CP to let my bike run away. After it strikes.
Oh, bitch.
But yeah, it is gonna run away.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah?
No, I'm just...
So we are going to call this game here. Dark Angels started to run away with the score, and there's a lot left on the field. The Dark Angels could just run over and charge it. I still have this attack bike to shoot it. It's down to a single wound. It more than likely would have just died to that attack bike. Let's see. It's 2 hits. That is no wounds, actually. The attack bike would not have done anything. So then it would roll around to my turn. Let's just see if the attack bike kills it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it has a 5-up invo. Yeah, it dies. Okay, so yeah. With the Dark Angels victory, this game was a lot of damage. And I really like Arcs of Omen because I don't need to bring useless troop choices. And I completely forgot about these guys. Look at them. They were just chilling.
Good. You didn't need them.
Come on, focus on them. You're not going to focus on them? What if I put them here? Can you then zoom in on them? No? Okay, what if we put them on the table? Look at that, you can focus on them. I knew it. But yeah. Good game, Lexi.
Good game.
That was good. Meh. Yeah. Scary game, though. Because, like, everything you were hitting, you were killing. If you can get through those invo saves. The fact that this entire army can have a 4-up invo save, you'll notice this with how I play the game. I play armies with a 4-up invo save because I like cutting my opponent's abilities in half. And Ravenwing plus Azrael with all heavy troops, all with core, it is really hard to eat through all of this. Especially being if we played a different mission, these guys could have just started on objectives. They're 75 points. I really like them. Hellblasters are 100% worth it. They have been this entire edition. I will argue that. But now they're just even better. The servo turrets always do well above their points. And ATVs, they're not as good as attack bikes, but I still like them. They're stupid looking. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this battle report. It's good to do these again. And I'm going to get another one in film today. So, love you guys. Bye.